This video was prompted by a friend of mine with a channel in the US in Alabama, my friend Recycle Hooligan. This morning I watched one of his videos, and it was an over-the-shoulder video. He'd made a mount up himself on his old GoPro and put it over his shoulder, and it looked really good. Looked great. Now, I trialled it a while back to see what it had looked like on, I think it was on my 1600, on my Triumph, with a selfie stick attached to the sissy bar. But it was right in the middle of my helmet and I didn't like the view of it, so I never did anything about it. My old mate Recycle Hooligan has prompted me to get my arse into gear, and you'll have to excuse my voice too, I'll get a croaky voice at the minute. I've tried it with mounting it to the side of the bike on the pannier rack, or on the pannier frame. So we're just going to give this a bash right around town and see what it works out like, so I can report back to my friend on how I did it. So what I did was I mounted, first I wrapped the pannier rack with some really soft tape, electrical tape, so that the selfie stick was against something a bit softer. I did 10 or a dozen layers of electrical tape, and then I secured it to the bike with a rubberised strap that I get at the hardware store. A rubberised elastic strap, lackey strap, whatever you want to call it. And it seemed to make it very rubberised. I don't know how much it's bouncing around back there. So, yeah, just to show that I'm actually filming with the waving to the camera. Just to see how it turns out, because it does give it that. I've watched quite a few that their pillions film. Their pillions do the filming off the back, and it looks really good. It gives you that whole third party or second party view over the shoulder. A beautiful night here on the lake here at Clayton Bay. I'll do a U-turn up the end here so we can watch the setting sun. It'll be bloody magnificent. So a goodie stall there. Yeah, I just want to see if this works. This is a test more than anything. Don't know whether I'll make a video out of this. It's just really testing it to see how it works. So yeah, we'll go down to the little jetty here, and we'll hang a U-turn, and we'll go back and show you the setting sun over Clayton Bay, which should look really good. Bit of dirt work, with a bit of like a rabbit or something will jump out in front of us here to make an action shot. But I think it'll look good over the shoulder like that. I tell you what, I often have to pinch myself living in a place like this that's so pristine, right on the lake. Yeah, we'll go back and look at the sunset over Clayton Bay, heading back towards Gower, where the Murray mouth is, where the Murray River runs out to the sea. For anybody overseas wants to look it up, it's the mouth of the Murray River in South Australia where it runs out of the sea, and we live on the lake system that river runs into. Right, so yeah, we're over the left shoulder. We've got the DJI Mini plugged in with a croaky voice. That's High Marsh Island directly in front of us there. Some water hens there, and there's a beautiful sunset. It's about, and what is it, about 20 minutes past 5 on a winter's evening, and you really don't get a better view than that. I can see a bird down there fishing on the lake. I often bring the grandson up riding his little electric bike along that path over there, watching the rabbits skittle out in front of him. He loves it. So yeah, there's the lake system on the Murray. The Murray River runs into the lake. Absolutely magnificent. Like I said, I pinch myself when I think about living down here. It's not real. You don't get a... And I just experienced something that motorcyclists really do. One of the benefits of owning a motorcycle, riding a motorcycle, with all the smells. I just rode someone that just lit up their fire with a bit of red gum timber, and it smells absolutely magnificent. So we'll sneak up to this little lookout here. Not actually quite, I've been here for 12 months and I've been riding down here for a lot longer than that. I'm not sure what this lookout's for, but look at that for a magnificent sunset. There we are, north, west, south, east back behind us. Beautiful. And ride us down to the boat ramp. No more videos on falling over in the gravel. I've already done one of those. Someone said on my last video, which I only put up this morning, that they were glad to see someone own up to their mistakes. It's a bit like the outdoors, fishing and hunting and that sort of thing. If you can't admit to your misses, or you're losing a big fish or falling off your motorbike, there's something bloody wrong. So yeah, there's my view, over the shoulder view on the bike, maybe the selfie stick and a rubber strap. And I'm just going to see how bouncy it is. It is actually secured back to my top box with another rubber strap as well. Elastic strap, which should keep it firm enough. I've got all the settings on the DJI Osmo Action 4 set to pretty stable, so you probably recall that little spot there. That's where I take photos of my bikes, on that boat ramp there. But yeah, it's a beautiful place to live. Look at that for a beautiful spot. Couldn't think of anything better. Oh, there's something me and the grandson are talking about doing. We're talking about, because I live down here near the lake, and I come from a mariner family. My father was a boat builder, and that's the sort of little sailing boat I want for me and my little grandson, Master E. Something like that would be perfect. Love something like that. Right, there's Clayton Bay, sun setting. A few water hens right in front of me there. You get a terrible tendency to run out in front of you while you're riding down the road that runs alongside the river. So yeah, there's Clayton Bay, just on sunset. I'll make my way home, put the card into the computer and see what that comes out like. Hopefully the camera hasn't fallen off and I've got no footage. So, all right guys, thanks for hanging in there if I make a video out of this, and catch you on the next one.